We are now streaming live on Facebook in our group, Producing Influential Leaders of Tomorrow. And I am here with Maira, who is going to be talking with me today about finding the right. We are now streaming live on Facebook. And this happens every single time since Facebook has changed this whole thing. But we're going to be talking today about finding the right social media platform for you based on who your ideal client is. And this is something so super important that we don't often think about. And I know some coaches are out there saying, no, Facebook, do it on Facebook, Facebook. But it depends on who your client is. And so we've talked before about really knowing who your ideal client is, really being clear on who that is, because your messaging changes based on that ideal client avatar. And so Maira is going to explain a little bit about her transition and coming to the realization that Facebook just wasn't it for her, and how she moved her business over to LinkedIn. So welcome, Maira. I'm so excited to have you here. And you are tuning in with us all the way from, is it Brazil?
Yes, I'm in Rio right now.
Ooh, is it fiesta time?
No, it's in February. Actually, we are not in a festival time due to the COVID, because normally all the weekend is a party time here.
I know. I used to teach music, and so I loved doing music from all over the world, and especially in some of the celebrations that are in different places. And so the festival was one thing that we talked about in Brazil and did some songs. So I would educate the kids on what these festivals were and are in different areas of the world. And it's so sad that this year none of those things have been possible, and it's such a time for communities to come together and celebrate. And
Yes, it
unfortunately,
was very hard for us. We love carnival, we love a festival, we love party, we love dancing. It's kind of our culture, our expression, and it's been hard, but it's necessary.
Yeah.
And hope to next year will be the best carnival ever.
Yes,
Everybody on the
for
street.
sure.
Okay.
So, Maira, tell us what you were telling me before about when you were starting out and building your group on Facebook, and what was happening that made you shift.
Mhm. All right. Well, I I created a group in Facebook. I'm a yoga teacher, and one of my focus is teaching chair yoga. I was teaching for people who has some kind of mobility problem or space problem, but my focus was always to to bring the yoga to inside the companies for the employees, especially now in COVID time, where people are working from home and they don't have the proper furniture, and they spend more time working at the computer. So in last September, I created a group to promote this yoga chair at home. And in 5 months of this group, I grow for more than 1,000 people in the group. So all the people who was there, they were invited by me to be part of this group, where I was going to share some yoga chair movement, some classes, and all things to help them to deal with the stress and the body pain. And I created this group thinking that I was going to create some kind of course to sell this course. And in some moment, these people who were in my group, they would help me to enter in their company. But it didn't happen this way. The people just want to have the free content, just participating on the free classes, and almost nobody was paying for my services, for my work.
Yeah.
And I was spending so much time creating content, creating courses, spending all the time that I was not giving yoga classes, I was in Facebook. And this was very hard and very stressful for me. I didn't want to spend my time in Facebook all the time. And in that moment, I was also, I'm paying a virtual assistant to help me with these administrative tasks, especially sending the messages, making posts in other Facebook group to invite people to come to my group. And was almost 5 months paying her without any profit, any income coming from this work. And last month, I decided to make a change, to focus, to change her focus to LinkedIn. I'm not, my pronunciation probably is not right.
Oh, it's
Uh,
we heard it.
so yeah, you say LinkedIn of a different way than I say. It's good to know how it is the real pronunciation. But then because I already worked with the LinkedIn in the past, my previous occupation before yoga teacher, I was working HR in companies, in foreigner companies here in Brazil, and I used to use LinkedIn a lot, especially for recruitment. So
Right.
I already had a huge, how do you say, connections in LinkedIn, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So when I decided to move my yoga business to the LinkedIn, the first thing I did was to create a banner with the information that people will see and will know what I'm offering. So I have some yoga pictures of me and some texts, some phrases, small phrases.
Right.
So I create, sorry, I create also a bio. I wrote a bio about my yoga experience, my intention, what I do, what I offer to the companies, what are the benefits. I also create a briefing in PDF that I will send to the companies, right? If I have the opportunity to send them my email. So in this briefing, I have a short history about me, some cases of other companies, of case of success using yoga in the corporate environment, the benefits for the employees, the benefits for the company. So what I want to say is that before I start making contacts in LinkedIn, I prepared myself. So I had everything prepared. I also had prepared the email that I was going to send to the companies. I also had already prepared the messages that I was going to change in LinkedIn, because it's a completely different language. It's a completely different use as the Facebook. We don't use LinkedIn as Facebook, so it's much more professional. The people are much more assertive. They are there to talk about business, to talk about things about their jobs, their companies. They don't want to know what I did in the weekend. It's a completely different stuff. So
Yes, for sure.
there was a lot of preparation to be there, to understand which days should I make contact with people. I will not contact with people on Monday and Fridays. No. So I use Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to make contact with the people in LinkedIn, and strictly in the work hours. I don't want to send them a message at 10 p.m. No, they need to rest. Me too. I also need to rest.
Yeah, yeah. Can you
So,
explain why not on Mondays and Fridays so that everybody knows? I think I know because it's
uh-huh. Oh, well, Monday is not a good day because they are coming from the weekend. So probably there's a lot of things to do in the morning. Probably normally the work meetings occurs on Monday. So a lot of I don't know how to say, but we say like cucumbers appears, but I don't know how is the expression. A lot of things to deal.
yes, yeah,
Uh, and Friday, they are going to the weekend. They don't want to
yeah,
think about a new project and new stuff to bring. No, so don't use these days.
yes. It makes
Um,
total sense. I love it. Yep.
and
Mondays, they're thinking about their week. They're attacking all the stuff that needs to be caught up from the weekend emails, and there's meetings about what the week is going to look like. Fridays, they're already checking out and they're like, I'm done with this week.
yeah, exactly. It's and for us as well. We can especially we are entrepreneurs, and if you work for yourself, we need a free time as well. We don't want to spend all our day in a computer preparing material. It's hard, but we need to rest as well, to
Yes.
recover our mind. So you can use this day for it as well. So there's a lot of preparation you need to do before starting to approach the clients in LinkedIn. And then when I had everything kind of ready, because nothing's ready, so done is better than, how is that you say, the imperfect actions. You
Yes,
don't need
yes.
to be perfect. I've changed already. Everything is my image a lot of times. I changed the text, I changed the email. I was adjusting and feeling what was working, what was not working. So you don't need to have everything done. You don't
No,
need to have a beautiful website. Now I think my website is cool. I like the way it is, but
yeah,
it was not ready before I started this movement. So just go, just do, just feel. There's a lot of companies in the world, so you can all the mistakes, all the no's, all the ghosting, take it as an experience, take it as adjustment that you can do. It's a learning process.
yeah.
um
And just to tap into what you just said about the website too, because you and I met doing a mastermind with Andrew Cruzy, and he has said very openly he still doesn't have a website. He's intended to do a website, but things have grown, and incidentally his business grew so much that he has now just sold his business, Tribe of Buyers, and he's taking some time to rest and figure out what his next steps are, but um they don't have a website.
yeah,
And
you don't need
he
to.
is a successful coach with a very successful business who still doesn't have a
Yeah,
website. So people need to get off that that mental block that says, "Oh, I don't have this
yeah,
set up or I don't have that." So you're right.
exactly.
Imperfect action. Done is better than perfect. Get it
Yeah, get
right.
it out and just talk with people.
Yeah, don't fix it
um
later.
exactly. So then my strategy was, I was making connections, just making connections with all the people that working from since marketing area, also HR, but also lots of different job titles.
Yeah.
So, and then if the people would accept my invitation to connect, to make the connection, then I send a private message for these people. A very short one, but a very direct kind of a small presentation, and just with a call to action in the end. This is the most important. All the communication, you need to have a call to action in the end. So kind of asking them, do you know chair yoga? Would like to schedule a free, how can I say, experimental class.
Yep.
And can we talk on the date? You give the date and you give the time. So this is the bad thing. You need to give the date, a time, and ask them, invite them for a conversation. Or you can also actually, what I do most in this conversation is asking them if they could send me an email or the name of the best people in their company to receive all the information about my product, my service.
Beautiful.
So lots of people, when they reply, as I'm contacting a lot of people from marketing, culture, and HR, normally they are the right person. I know they are the right person, and they already give me their email. So I when I have their email, I send the briefing with a little bit more information. But what I want to schedule calls.
Right.
And well, I'm having a very good rate. I'm not sure, but normally when I schedule a call and I schedule a free class, kind of they will turn in a client. So it's working very well. In this last month, I changed the focus from Facebook to LinkedIn with just this simple action, making connections, send message for the people I already have in my connection, and scheduling calls.
Yeah.
And I've already closed 2 clients in these 3 weeks from now. So
Amazing. So
yeah,
amazing. And really, it's very similar to Facebook because we should be doing that same kind of process no matter what the platform is. You want to be building relationships and having conversations with people. So you're wanting to book a call with them. And that's exactly what you're working towards in LinkedIn as well, is
exactly.
to be able to make that connection and to get face to face with somebody to talk.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it's the same idea, the same concept we use. Just the language is a little bit different. And also in the LinkedIn, I don't need to be seen all the time. I don't need to post content all the time.
right.
So this part I'm not doing. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm just contacting the people, and I'm just scheduling calls and meetings. And then it's working well.
Amazing. I love it so much because part of being visible, and I put that in quotations because you're saying like you're not putting yourself out there to be visible, but yet there is a concept in you being visible because you are reaching out and having conversations. You are making yourself visible to those people and putting yourself out there to them specifically. So it's just a different shift in what that visibility looks
Exactly.
like. Whereas on Facebook, you have to be visible, right?
Yeah,
Like
all the
you have to
time.
see your face everywhere, which is what I coach people on, is you need to be in groups and posting in groups and posting in your group and posting on your page, because then people start seeing you everywhere and go, who is this person? And they start looking at your profile. LinkedIn isn't like that.
No.
So the visibility you need to gain on a platform like LinkedIn is doing exactly what you're doing, is finding who those people are, reaching out, like making that connection, reaching out to them, having a conversation, getting them on a call, and showing them your products, your courses, your whatever offer, whatever that is. And so that transition for you has been, well, first of all, it's made you income, which is exactly the point of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
And you're definitely hitting who your ideal clients are.
exactly. Yeah, it's been much more effective and efficient, especially the moment we are passing here. Yoga in companies, the companies are working for this type of service due the COVID, due the expression of the moment we are living here. So they are much more open now than 1 year ago. Now they are looking for this kind of well-being service,
Yeah,
right? So it's a good moment for this.
I 100% agree with you, because people are now starting to see the importance of being proactive in
Mhm.
working on our being, our mental health, and that
Yeah,
companies, and the more we get this message out, the better. The more they take care of their employees in this regard, the better it is for their ultimate productivity in their
exactly.
business as well. And
Yeah,
so I think you've really hit on a gold mine, because you're making it easy, accessible, and you're going to them saying, here's my thoughts, here's what I do, let's give it a try and see if it works for you.
yeah. And
Oh,
in the past, I was not offering this experimental class, this free class. And I'm doing now 15 minutes, and it's been like a water change, a very differential, because when they feel the effects of what I'm offering in 15 minutes. So it's yoga. It's is very powerful because you feel the effects after you practice.
yeah.
And well, it's been very nice because I had, for example, a meeting with when this class was only for the directors of the company. All the directors was doing the class. And in the end of the class, one of the directors said, she said something like, I spend all my days in meeting, but after this class, I wouldn't tell you that I spend all my days in meetings. I'm feeling so refreshers. So it's a very good when if you can give some taste, a free taste for the companies. Yeah.
And that would be a message I would put out to every entrepreneur, no matter what platform they're on, is offering a freebie, offering something that gives so much value. And it doesn't have to be massive, but something where they go, oh my gosh, I see the value in what this does or what this can bring to me. Then they want to know more. And then they start thinking, if this is what I'm getting for free, what am I going to get when I pay?
Yeah, when you are talking, I was just thinking because this is what exactly what I was doing in Facebook group. I was giving if my free classes. I was giving the free, but it didn't convert.
Right.
I don't know if it's because there is a lot of free stuff, so the people in Facebook they I don't know. It didn't happen. I just moved. I just adapted the communication, the way I was contact with the companies in LinkedIn, but I'm doing the same thing I did in the past 5, 6 months to
Yeah.
create my group, and I didn't have results. And now in 1 month, I I already have 2 contracts signed.
Yeah. Well, and that's because your ideal clients are in the corporate world. And as we had discussed before, they're not the people really hanging out on Facebook. Whereas
Yeah,
other entrepreneurs who, their ideal client is somebody different who Facebook, they are hanging out on Facebook, then offering those freebies may be different for them because it's a different ideal client. You've gone where your ideal client hangs out. And that's
exactly.
so important. It's kind of the ultimate of important things as an entrepreneur, because if you want to attract the right people, you got to be where they're hanging out,
Yeah.
right?
Well, and you will try. You feel maybe like me. I was thinking that my ideal client was hanging on Facebook, but no, they are not. They are the people who hire the service, not the users. So
Yes.
we are learning. It's a constant learning process when we are
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur, especially in these medias. Everything is changing. There are all of different stuff's coming on, and well, we need to be open and changing and adapting.
Yes, absolutely. Flexibility is the key,
Yeah,
because otherwise you get stuck and then you're not going to be able to get unstuck. And
exactly.
I mean, if anything we've learned from this pandemic is we got to roll with the punches, and we've got to learn to shift, pivot, and change as things are changing.
Uh-huh.
um, I had to do that. I had to move my business online, and all of a sudden it was a whole new world for me. Right. And so, you're proving that as well, that, okay, this isn't working. What do I do next? It's about not giving up. It's about
Yeah.
keep showing up, be consistent, pivot, change as you need to, try something out. It may not work, change it, try it again. Right. And I say this to my clients as well. Sometimes a change means changing your font color from, blue to yellow, or it could be something so silly,
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
we have to be
But
willing to
make a lot of difference, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And so it's not that you're failing, just you got to make some shifts, and make it catch people's eye, make it enticing. And sometimes what we think might be enticing isn't what people out there are taking it as. And so you did exactly that. You're like, Facebook isn't working for me, and I'm, overworking, right? Because you were putting all this time into your group and all this time doing, the free stuff and trying to connect and reach out and do all those things. And now how much time is freed up since you've moved to LinkedIn, because it's a whole different beast, and you don't have to do the constant posting, the constant, you know, um,
Yeah, a
maintaining
lot
of
of things I
group.
don't have to do. And it's much more effective. I did 3 free classes in this period. I closed 2 clients until now. And the other one, I'm sure that I'm going to make something with them.
Yeah.
So it's been very, very nice, very effective. And also, well, I can charge more for companies than I can charge from the
For
a
individuals.
single person.
Yeah. I love it so much. I'm so excited for you, because you found a way to do what you love and tie it in with something that you know so well, coming from the corporate world, and you're giving such amazing value and starting to reap the benefits of that. Because how many entrepreneurs would love to be able to say they close 2/3 of the people they talk to.
Yeah, it's a good rate. I hope to
Yeah.
continue like this.
I am foreseeing this happening for you because you're not just selling something, you're showing them a different way of being that can help them in their everyday life.
Yes.
And so that's the immense value that you're giving to them to help alleviate stress, which is ultimately going to make them more productive. And like that director said, you would never be able to tell that she was in meetings all day. She felt so refreshed after 15 minutes with you.
Exactly.
Huge. Huge.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Also, lots of meetings scheduled. And my agenda is full. So soon I will have to hire yoga teacher to work with me as well.
Yeah. That's amazing. Right? Your business is growing and it's growing rapidly. I am so proud and so happy that this has been such a positive shift and you figured this out for yourself. And like I said, I think this is really important information that entrepreneurs need to hear, because sometimes they're struggling and working so hard and not reaping any benefit from it. And maybe what they need to really reevaluate is their social platform.
Yeah, probably.
That can make a huge difference.
Exactly. Yeah, I hope
Woo.
to have helped someone, give you some ideas, and well, there is space for all of us. We just need to find the right place.
Yeah. Oh, I love it so much. See, this was painless. And I'm so glad that we were able to connect all those months ago in that course, and that still connected here, and seeing your journey from, the person I met back in January or February to who you are now is completely different.
Yes, I've changed it. I'm always changing, and think we change. It's important to be in a change. Everything is changing, so
Absolutely.
let's keep changing, and we'll find something
Yes,
good for us.
I love it. I say every day, I want to be better than I was yesterday.
Yes,
That's my mantra. And when we keep working at being better and working on ourselves, then there's no other way to move than forward.
exactly. It's a beautiful mantra.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. Keep us informed and updated as to what you're doing and how that's working out for you, because I know very specifically my dog is like I know specifically of a handful of people for sure that I know needed to hear this message from you. And so I
Good.
think this is going to be super important, because there's more out
Uh,
there. They just don't know how or what it is that may work, that transition that may work for them. And I think this might make some light bulbs go off. So
I hope so.
awesome job. So
Thank
we
you
will
for
talk
the
soon.
invitation as well.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your day as well.
Thank you. Mwah. Bye.
See you. Bye.